Do many of you own a pet that you have to take to the vet for illnesses or just annual vaccinations? In 2012, there were 164 million pets owned. With the increase of veterinary services, it may be difficult for pet owners to take care of their pets the correct way that they need to. Here are a few things that some of you may not know about the career. Veterinarians diagnose and treat animals according to their illnesses and symptoms. About 75% treat companion animals such as dogs and cats. According to the Occupational Handbook, there were 70,300 jobs in the field in 2012. There are very few large animal veterinarians, 25% or less to be exact, according to an article posted on the FDA website. Less than 2% work with food animals specifically, such as cows, goats, and pigs. These veterinarians not only treat these animals for physical injuries, but also check to make sure their illnesses do not affect their meat or their milk. This is done to make sure that their products are safe for human consumption. Because of the huge lack of large animal veterinarians, the state government offers financial aid and incentives for students in this field. There are also incentive programs set up for students who are specializing in large animal veterinarian to help them pay for their schooling. According to an article posted in the Wall Street Journal in 2010, the average household in the U.S. spent $655 on routine doctor and surgical visits for just dogs. This number is up 47% from a decade ago. Expenses for cats have also increased as well, about the same amount. There are about 165 dogs and cats alone in the U.S., and imagine how much money a pet owner pays for dogs and cats given the amount of money they spend just on dogs in a year. Many procedures that are done on humans can also be done on animals as well, such as MRIs, CAT scans, chemotherapy, and even radiation. Because of these expensive procedures, a pet owner is now able to get pet insurance. According to the insurance provider Pet Plan, 51,927 claims were made of $1,000 or more in 2010. This number is 64% higher than from 4 years earlier. For pets that have cancer, the annual payout was about $3,000 per pet. And sometimes veterinarians do things that will temporarily fix an animal, but in the long run it just costs more money and causes more tests. Many students have high student loans and their entry-level salaries are not very high. They can be as little as $51,000. This results in veterinarians to have to raise their prices and fees for their products and services. Because of these rising costs, people are taking their pets to the vet less and less, which results in neglected and abandoned animals and also overpopulation in facilities like animal shelters. There are two main factors of why there's overpopulation in animal shelters. They are allowing cats and dogs to reproduce with little chance to find homes for the offspring, and pets being relinquished by owners who can no longer keep them because they can't take care of them or just plain and simple don't want them anymore. According to the American Humane Association, 70 to 20% of pets end up in animal shelters or other facilities just after 6 months of owning them. There are many ways to help prevent overpopulation in animal shelters and rescue places, and the first one and most important is to spay and neuter your pets. This prevents unwanted pregnancies, and most all veterinarians will encourage sterilization for your pet. The second one is to adopt your pets from local humane societies or animal shelters. There's many lovable pets in these places, and it helps to lower their quote-unquote inventory. And last but not least, you need to educate everyone. Everyone should know about how to adopt a pet from an animal shelter, as well as the responsibilities that go into owning and taking care of an animal. A veterinarian jobs affect different kinds of people, many different kinds of people. Pet owners need them to diagnose and treat their animals, as well as farmers need them to take care of their livestock when necessary, and ranchers need them to take care of their horses if needed. Although veterinary services costs have risen over the years, this is still a necessary service that many citizens do need.